Lost Spirits?
Old versus new.
Welcome to Curiosity Public. My name, Dutch.
My name, Jules.
Delightful Dylan.
And welcome to a special episode here.
Why do you sound like a goat?
Welcome to a special episode here. I mean, really, the only point of this episode is that I really want to open this old bottle of Glenmorangie 18.
We all want you to open it.
And we didn't know if this should be a drink through, or just an old versus new, or just a spotlight.
No, we should have a new segment. Let's just open it.
Let's just, hey, you know what, guys? Let's see what happens.
Oh, terrible. Boo.
You're making the t-shirt.
Yeah, I know, seriously. I don't even have it on, but anyway, this is a cool In Flames t-shirt instead. So, Glenmorangie, one of our favorite scotches. I happened to recently pick up an old bottling of the Glenmorangie 18, as you can see here. I don't know exactly when it is from. Any of you, super nerds out there might know.
You mean
you might know when this is from.
Leave that.
I have no idea. You can see there's like a tax stamp and everything on it. I picked this up in Portugal recently.
of all places to find whiskey?
And I believe it to be from the mid-90s. That's kind of my best guess, just based on what I've been able to find out about it. But it is unopened, and I'm really excited to crack into it. What we have, though, is we're going to compare it, obviously, to the new Glenmorangie 18, or the more recent iteration of Glenmorangie 18. And then we also thought it would be really kind of cool to incorporate the export-only Glenmorangie 19 that was available as a duty-free. I don't know if it still is or not, but for a long time it was kind of one of those go-to travel exclusives that we would pick up. So guys, are you ready to crack into some really old bottle of Glenmorangie?
Let's do it.
Any expectations? Do you think it's going to taste different? I mean, obviously, this is a fresh crack, too, so it's not going to have the time in the bottle like those.
Still going to be different.
All right, here we go. I'm a little nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous.
I know.
Let's see if I can show you guys what this looks like here. I don't want to damage the bottle too much, so let's see. Fresh crack. Look at that. I think that's enough to get it off. Let's see here.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
We have
So
a broken
this is
cork.
happening.
So now, not only is this a first crack, we're also going to see if we can salvage the cork out of here.
This.
It is a pretty wet cork, and it did come
no.
off. So now you get to see us try to get it out with the corkscrew. So hopefully we don't need to go get a filter and filter this out. But let's see if the cork can withstand.
Drops.
What do you think?
No drop.
Ooh, it's really soft.
Oh man, yeah, it looks soft.
It's really soft. Let's see.
Oh dude, it's. We're gonna have to filter this.
You don't think so?
No, I think we will have to filter it.
You don't think I can pull it off? I'm gonna go all the way in.
Oh nope.
Oh.
It already fell.
Oh my god! It's like
Not the worst.
it's so brittle.
Oh no.
I've had a worse,
Yeah.
quite frankly.
It's not bad.
All right, so we got to get a way to filter this and pour this.
How
so
sad.
we'll be right back.
How sad. Well, at least we know it's old.
All right, so here we are in the Curiosity Public kitchen. We've got our bottle with temporary cork. I don't know which one of these is going to fit better. And we're going to now try to decant it and get it back into the bottle without any cork. So we got a filter here, a nice little mesh filter. We're going to dump the whole bottle in here. This is also going to aerate it, right?
Hopefully. Oh, yeah.
So, giving the bottle a once over. Looks pretty good. There's a little bit in the very bottom. We could rinse it, but I don't want to get any water in there, so there's all the cork.
Look at all that.
And now we're just going to pour it back in, and this actually has a little filter in it as well, so put that on there. So we'll kind of do a double filter, and hopefully I don't spill any. I'm really bad about spillage. I don't know why I'm the one doing this. It smells really good over here. Spilled a bit on this side. I can see it. Yeah.
Oh.
All right, I gotta take the lid off. It's just getting too tight. I'm gonna dump it into something else. Let's just double filter into this and see how it goes. All right.
Nice.
Minimal.
Well done.
Got a couple drops here. You can see us.
There goes the label.
Spilled a bit over the top. But hey, you know
Whatever.
what? And now, back to the episode.
And you guys get a behind the scenes look at our kitchen.
Messy. Okay, so we're back. Hopefully you saw some footage there of us decanting this. I did spill some down the front, but you can see the bottle for the most part, no worse for the wear. Yeah, we got a new cork in there, and we can finally now pour it and give it a taste. You guys ready for this?
Let's do it.
All right. I did get a good smell as we were decanting it.
Great.
It's one for the table.
Spill some. Yeah. I'm going to pour a little more carefully here, just so I don't face the wrath of the spirits gods. All right.
That was mine.
No.
He wants more.
Are you sure? No, let's switch that.
There's a little more in that one, yeah. All right, guys. So, some old Glenmorangie 18. Let's let it sit. Come on, guys. This is not only is it 18 years old, but this has been sitting in this bottle since the 1990s. Let's talk expectations first.
Wow.
Before we get into the nose,
Okay.
let's talk expectations.
so-
That's like, hold on.
The
Ungrateful, these
there's
guys.
been
you know?
there's been
Exciting.
a kind of a common theme when we compare the spirits of old versus the new, in that the old tend to favor more of the bright fruits and deeper ripe fruits.
Yeah.
Deeper, richer
I
flavor.
felt like the depth is there. We see in the peated realm, you see more peat in the modern versus the older
I put
peat.
myself a lot less than you guys.
And
I just
so
realized.
So went to the table.
I think that's what we're going to see. We're going to see a comparison here. I mean, this doesn't have that much peat, you know, and
Yeah.
it's all sweetness, but
So you're expecting we'll get more depth.
more depth,
Well, so
right?
also, there's one thing that did change at Glenmorangie. At a certain point, they changed their still setup.
Right.
And I know that, I don't know, I think that happened sometime in the 90s. And I'm guessing that this might be before that. I'm not exactly sure when that happened. I think you can kind of tell based on who the exporter was. I think this one was, this is Bacardi still. Before, I think the newer ones are Diageo, if I'm correct. Oh, Hennessy Moët. Yeah, Moët Hennessy. So, I mean, I think that the change happened after this bottling. So we might see and taste and smell a pretty significant difference. Or it may be very subtle. I don't know. Right. I mean, maybe that happened earlier and I'm wrong on that. Again, I'm going off.
So here's the other thing that I was thinking. I was like, I can't help but maybe compare it to the Signet, the modern Signet.
Which is such a different flavor profile though.
Right, but it accentuates that
The old,
rich grape, stewed fruit flavor.
Guys, before we get into this, why don't we pour these two so they have a little bit of time to sit.
Okay.
And let's get some labels on them so we can tell them apart. For the new version of the 18, we're going to put a green sticker. I will say the modern bottle is a little bit easier to pour out of. I didn't spill a drop. Okay, and then for the 19-year-old, let's put a yellow sticker on it.
This one is the old.
Where's the yellow?
This one's the new.
The yellow here.
Yep.
Tell the difference there.
So there's the third one, the 19-year. And the 19 is actually very light, I'm realizing.
Yeah.
So there's the 19. There's the modern 18. Maybe about the
They're
same.
close.
And then we'll compare the modern 18 to the old 18. Very similar. A little bit darker, maybe. The old 18.
He's only going to use this cam.
I already got all the footage too. Okay, so let's get into the nose, guys. Old Glenmorangie 18. How is this?
Old going in.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Want to go grab the
My
Signet?
God. Floral
No.
bouquet.
It doesn't have that chocolate thing.
think it does.
Has a hint of it, but not like Signet.
It does it. No, it has it.
It's not as strong.
Not as strong to me.
I remember the Signet.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So did you just compare?
Yeah, wow.
Let's compare the nose. So let's try the new Glenmorangie 18 on the nose.
Dude, it's toned down.
Oh, wow.
It's so toned down.
Wow.
I was not expecting that dramatic of a difference.
It is
Huge drop-off. Huge
difference.
Literally like Porsche to Corolla. Wow. Huge.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's more Signet.
It's sweet, it's fruit. It's not the dark.
It's fruity, it's not chocolate.
Where is it? Or Signet.
It's over there.
Here's the best part. It doesn't matter because he's going to try to weasel his.
He's going to argue it no matter what. Even the 19.
You're going for the 19?
Yeah, 19 is not even close.
19's not even close.
The Signet's just different, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I can't smell it from here.
Silence means victory. Wow, it's so much more robust.
A little bit.
Just to compare.
Splash, yeah. Just to.
Man, this old bottling, man, I could sit here nosing this all night. Oh,
Oh.
totally different, huh?
Different, dude.
Oh, it's different still.
Yeah, this is all chocolate coffee.
Very different.
Yeah.
Very different. It's got that that chocolate coffee thing that's so distinct.
So distinct, yeah.
It doesn't. This is this is much
cannot
more
believe-
fruit.
I
Dude, no,
cannot
seriously,
believe
this
we lost
bouquet
this.
is amazing.
I cannot believe we don't have this anymore.
The Signet.
No.
No, the
This.
old,
Yeah,
the
the
old
old.
18.
Yeah. It's so rich. It's just a fruit. It's like red fruit. It's all I'm thinking of. I mean, it's that sherry influence, obviously.
Oh my goodness. This is.
It's so much.
night
It's more
and
than red
day.
fruit, though, man. Yeah.
You know, this is not
a
even.
bouquet.
This is not even. I would say the Highland Park, the old bottling versus
The
the
15?
new.
Yeah.
Like the newer one, what's happening is that the peat is more prominent in the new
It's too
Highland
strong.
Park versus the.
This is
Right. But the reason why I say that is Highland Park. I think the flower came through in the older one.
This is closer to
This
like
is-
a Glendronach almost.
Yes.
And not quite that level of sherry.
Right,
It's,
or-
it's brighter
Brighter, yeah.
And but it's just as rich as Glendronach gets, which is what's
Like-
great about it.
like
But
the
it's
cask, like the
Yeah.
cask strength aroma.
same proof. So, all right, you guys ready to dive into this? Should we do the ultimate test
I am
here?
excited.
Taste it. Let's
Going
go.
in. Whoa.
It's almost effervescent.
No, but there's an evolution here. I'm getting chocolate now on the palate.
Very little bit.
The finish.
Oh, it's so good,
finish.
dude. It's so complex.
This is like delayed. The initial palate is very mellow, and then
Yeah.
it builds
Yeah,
and
and it
builds
builds.
and builds
I
and
thought
builds.
I would say the initial flavor is a letdown relative to
To
the
the
nose.
Well, the initial hit on the palate was like, oh, this just tastes like this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it builds.
Yeah.
But the finish,
Goes
on and on and on.
It's almost like it gets more and more intense, and then it reaches a certain crescendo, like way in the middle of the finish. It's
The
incredible.
finish is fantastic on this.
So good.
The finish is fantastic on this.
Wow, it's like a delayed blast fireball. If you remember
agree.
your Dungeons and Dragons, I mean, like it hits your palate, it waits,
But it goes.
and then it goes boom. But how different is it really from the modern? Should we give it a taste? Let's check the nose one more time, see if the modern one's opened up at all. A little bit, but it's not nearly the rich, jammy nose that we get on the
No, not
on
at
the
all,
old one,
man.
you know?
The bouquet is just so much stronger on the older.
All right, a little palate cleanse. Let's see how it is.
Dude, it doesn't come close.
It's a
There's no
very
way. There's
different
no way.
experience.
There's no way. The Signet.
It just goes. It just
Compare it with the
stays.
Signet.
It peaks.
We love the Signet. It still can't compete.
I'm just.
incredible.
Let's
It's
look at.
incredible.
Hang on. Just the 18
yeah,
to
yeah,
18.
stick to yeah.
So different. It's
Yeah.
like a different flavor profile.
Yeah.
This is. I mean, I love Glenmorangie 18, and we all do.
Yeah.
But this old one,
borderline
this is fruity to an extreme.
No,
This is.
no, it's really.
No, dude,
if
it's
you
just
wanted a
bouquet.
stewed fruit,
It's a
this is
bouquet
stewed.
right here.
This is the stew.
Yeah.
It's like concentrated sugars. It's rich. It's got that jam.
Yeah, but it's got like everything in
plump.
it, though,
It's
dude.
plump.
No, it's got more than that.
different.
It's got everything in it.
You know what it is? It's like chewing on raisins.
Yeah, but it's not quite like the sherry aged scotches, the Glendronachs. and the Macallans. Like,
It's so different.
yeah, it's so different than the Signet. I would put the Signet in a different category. This is rich red fruit. I mean, it's a little bit different than the Glendronach sweetness.
Not just red though. I'm getting a wider bouquet of that note here, man.
Because I think I think sherry aged, I think, okay, you're going to get prune and all that.
Exactly.
Like, up the
but it's wider.
It's very different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm sad to say, the only thing that can come close to this, I mean, I think the other thing that I'm going to just say is going to be it.
I know what it is, I think.
It's the Macallan 43.
I don't think that. You know what I think this is more like?
But,
This is more like the Hibiki 21 with the fruit.
okay. I see that, but you know what? The first thing that came to my mind when I was drinking this,
The Signet?
it was the Macallan 43.
Signet.
The 43er. Or 46.
Oh, that old
Oh,
Macallan?
the old
Yeah,
Macallan,
how old was
Yeah,
that?
that was a brighter fruit, though. This is still a more cooked fruit, I think.
Yeah.
Should we try let's try the 19. Let's see if the 19...
All right.
Because the 19 and the 18 are always so similar in my book. The 19 is just a little bit elevated. Oh, it's a little more similar. But still not
It's
the
closer than the 18.
same. Closer than the 18,
Yeah.
but not...
Still not in the same class though, dude.
Wow, I was not expecting it to be this different.
Except maybe on the finish.
The finish... But it goes in a different direction.
Yeah, yeah.
It goes in the lighter fruit.
Right.
Like
yeah,
the-
more on
the-
the
the-
white sugars even.
The cooked fruit, maybe, but not the jammy stewed
No,
fruit.
certainly not.
It was a 43-year-old.
Oh, the old Macallan.
Yeah. And I think that's what I'm thinking about in terms of the fruit. Just the jam.
know.
It was like so prominent.
Right, but I get the distinct prune. I remember the distinct prune raisin thing. This is a little bit
No, man,
different.
this is so much
like it
more, I
has
think.
some of that, but
No. That one is much more prominent than this.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is this is the beginning of
Or like
what
the
that
doers, the
provided.
doers,
Or the
the
doors.
doors, the
Doors
yeah.
32.
The doors, yeah.
But the doors is still too much more
it's more prune.
than this. This is a brighter fruit. It's just very different.
This is delicious.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
Did you try the 19 yet?
Yeah.
It's closer than the 18, than modern 18, but it's still not the same.
Not even close.
I mean, so this has to be. I mean, I think
Wow.
the still
So
difference.
what happened, man?
I don't know. I mean, maybe it couldn't be just sitting in the bottle for
Yeah.
an additional 20 years, 25 years, 30 years. It's been sitting in this bottle,
Right.
potentially. I mean, this
No, glass
bottle.
bottle.
I am
Just blown away.
I'm
And from
now-
a collector who like takes care
Yes.
of his.
Yes.
You know,
So Jules and I happened to tour this massive collection, actually the largest whiskey collection in the world, according to the Guinness Book, the largest whiskey collection in the world. But this was for sale in the shop, and the lady who works there, who's actually the daughter of the guy that owns the collection, said that this was there when they opened the shop,
Right.
and then they decided, oh, let's just sell one of these bottles, and she thought it was from the mid '90s.
We need to go back. If they have any other bottles.
This was the only
There's
one.
only one.
Believe me. And I
Oh,
was a little.
they actually do have another, but it's in his private collection.
Yeah, he had one in his private collection, and I was a little bit apprehensive. I mean, this was a $250.
Hey, you know what? That's a bargain. I'm sorry.
I agree.
For this
At this
experience,
point,
dude, cheers.
Cheers,
Cheers
guys.
to
This is what it's all about.
Holy moly.
I am severely tempted to compare this to like the Hibiki 17.
How about the doors?
No, I think the Doers is too jammy. I think the Hibiki 17 is going to be a little bit more similar. Should we do it?
17 or 21?
I think the 17 closer in age. The 21 might be a little bit more.
Just pour one.
Okay, let's try it.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm disappointed in the Signet. Am I? Am I?
Am I? Who am I?
Back in my day, Scotch tasted really great.
All right, so we got the Hibiki 17 here, guys.
I don't think it's. You think that's?
You think it's going to be different?
I think 21 might be closer.
I don't know. I was thinking about that, but I think the
Thanks for
21's.
spilling.
I didn't spill.
Where?
Yeah, you did.
In your nose.
I know better because these Hibiki bottles spell very easily. Look at this guy. Give it to me.
Thank you.
Here, I'll just taste it.
Is he right? Close. Finish is more like Signet, but yeah, close.
The nose is different.
Nose is different.
It's brighter.
Yeah.
The initial palate.
That's more in line with the newer. Palate gets close.
It really does.
Palate gets close.
Wow.
Palate gets
The
close.
finish is different.
Yeah.
The finish gets a little bit earthier.
But but in terms of the fruit,
The fruit is very similar on the
Yeah.
initial palate hit. I would agree. Wow, guys. So this turned into a total cluster.
What a amazing experience.
But
That's what matters at the end.
Hey, but you know, our goal was to crack into this and enjoy it, which we've done.
This is amazing.
Oh, man.
Okay, so, you know,
I would say if you want
this video to be. There has to be a utility,
dude,
right?
it's getting better as it sits out.
It is.
It's so velvety. You know, we talk about the mouthfeel.
It's a very different.
And
liquor.
I've said this before. I brought this up when we had the Ridgemont Reserve in our 1792 drink through, and how I hate it when people say, "Oh, the old one was better."
But here it is,
like
man.
Old Wild Turkey, and I've tried some of them. They're really good, and obviously the old Ridgemont Reserve, the old 1792.
I think the way I look at this is, it's not the same thing.
It's a different.
Like
dram.
this is just like they shouldn't even write Glenmorangie 18. They should just say like gobbledygook.
You mean on the new ones?
No, like this is just completely
It's a different bottle.
It's just, it doesn't. It's not.
This is the original.
It doesn't. Yeah, but I know. But
That's
it doesn't
my point.
fit any of the.
This is
Glenmorangie
like they just
profile.
commercialized it.
It's just.
No,
it was more
no.
like they got lazy. Is what it tastes like.
Nah, man, they just commercialized it, dude. It's like they got bigger.
You know what it is? I'll bet you it was the quality of the barrels that they were able to source. Okay.
I think the original distillate is a little bit different too. I mean, if they change their stills,
that's
gonna be a
the
little
production has exploded.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we always talk about like seasoned casks, right? Versus like you could get the original cask, right?
Cheat time.
Like, I mean, yeah, in the past.
But these are aged the same amount of time. That's what's so mind-blowing to me.
Very different. This is.
Yeah, but the stills though.
So I've had this other thought in my brain of about like were weather patterns different? Like, you know, we talk about climate change. So is the climate really changing? Was like stuff that was aged
all
in the
of it
90s?
though, all of it's a variable, right? Because I mean, down to the you said it earlier though, the stills. I mean, how they cook that, right? Like
and the process, the entire process.
I mean, all of that makes an impact.
Are you guys getting a little bit more of the date now that it's been sitting open?
No, I got the date from the beginning.
I'm getting more date now though. Like the first few sips were like more bright.
It's about the same.
Really, I'm getting a little more now. Like now I'm starting to see a little more. Like,
This is a bargain.
Oh my gosh.
This is a bargain.
I know. I want to
so
find
good.
another bottle so badly.
This is a bargain price,
It's
dude.
so good.
Holy moly.
Yeah, I would say, look, if you're a fan of, I don't know
No,
what.
you can't say.
I don't know what because this
You don't
doesn't.
need to
Why are
be.
we
You
doing
don't
this
even need to
again?
be
Oh,
a
yeah,
fan.
I just
You
wanna
gotta
try it.
Go get it.
This doesn't fit in the
I'm
box.
sorry.
This is why you show up.
Yeah, this is why I'm here.
I wouldn't say if you're a fan of Glenmorangie, you should go get one of these. I think that's probably the best way to say it. It's just.
I think we shouldn't put this video out.
Okay, so video's over. We're not going to release.
I don't think we should release this. There's no utility here.
I am
Aside from saying,
Other than your own demise, because you won't be.
no. I want this video for myself so that if I ever see this on the shelf,
You know you're getting it.
I mean,
I can't tell you how apprehensive
me-
I was
to me,
buy this.
it blew-
Jules
I was there.
Jules
I was there.
I was like, should I
I was
get
just
it?
like, yes.
And he was like, yeah, go get it. I'm like, all right,
Just
fine, I'll go get it.
yeah, you
To
asked
make him
this
feel
guy-
better, I got 2 bottles of something else.
Yeah. This guy bought blends.
It was because she gave
the
a great
gold?
tour. It's like, yeah, I got the
Blends
gold.
gold, yeah. I'm gonna try the Suntory 17, the Hibiki 17 one more time here.
It gets close.
Yeah, the initial palate,
finish is
it
so
turns
different.
into something else on the finish, yeah. Oh wow, guys. Well, this is why we do this show.
This is fun. This is so much.
This is what
fun.
we would do if we didn't do this.
Right.
Yeah. It's basically we just put a
I
camera.
would be like, hey guys, I found a
We'd
little
be doing
bottle of this.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
This
let's,
is what we would
let's
be doing
compare it.
without
This
the
would
camera.
be our Saturday afternoon. Yeah.
And we're so glad that you guys were here to hang out with us and enjoy it with us. Jules, why don't you take us out?
Tell us what you guys think in the comments below. Let us know where we can get some more of these.
They are available
You ain't gonna tell us.
on auction,
Yeah,
auction
yeah,
sites and so on.
exactly. Anyway, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Either way, just let us know. Subscribe for more videos from Curiosity Public. If you want to help us out, please consider joining Curiosity Private, our membership program here on YouTube. We're also on Patreon, and we are selling t-shirts. Pick up one of those. That helps us out. We have a podcast on all the major podcast platforms out there. As always, stay safe, stay healthy.
Stay curious.
still have some, so if you want to try.
There's some more here. This is the blend?
Yeah.
You may have nailed it. It's really close.
This is too
It's
exciting.
really
Wait, hold on,
close.
hold on.
I think in a blind, I wouldn't be able to tell.
I'm gonna try that. I'm
you're
gonna try
that
this
close
back now.